Hello, welcome. I actually read a little bit. I went to bookstore last week and I purchased few books for me to read for the last 3 months, October, November, December, the last quarter of this year. I wanted to share with you what books I bought. It is a mini book haul and talk to you a little bit about those books so that if you are interested, you can also pick them up and read it along with me. Just three books, nothing more, nothing less. The first book is Ankang. I don't know if you can see it properly. If not, I'll add another pic where you can see it correctly. Ankang's The Vegetarian. I've heard a lot about this book actually. All over social media, people were raving about it. Winner of the 2024 Nobel Prize in Literature. I think it means something, winning prize for 2024 Nobel in Literature. I usually do not go for books which is award-winning books because I think they are generally for a different type of audience who have read extensively and who need something new and to an extent little non-understandable. So we are all just budding readers. We simply need fiction to de-stress ourselves. But this particular book, it is small. But I should not underestimate, small books sometimes take years to finish, practical experience. But the story of this book was really interesting to me, so I picked it up. Let me read the blurb for you. Yong Hai and her husband are ordinary people. He is an office worker, she is a dutiful wife, but their marriage is interrupted when Yong Hai, I think I am reading the name right, pardon me if it is wrong, when Yong Hai, seeking a more plant-like existence, commits a shocking act of subversion. She refuses to eat meat. Thus begins a disturbing and thrilling psychological drama about taboo, desire, rebellion and fantasy. It's very intriguing, right? She refuses to eat meat. As the name suggests, the vegetarian, I think she is turning into a vegetarian, but they are using very heavy words like psychological, taboo, rebellion. So this is what made me to pick this book and I am actually excited to read. I think how many pages? It's 183 pages. I hope I can finish it in one sitting. Also, people who have read it have told me this is a really good book. So let's see. Let me read it and if possible I'll post a book review on this. Look at the cover. Nice cover. Huh? Flowers, red dot flowers and all this stuff. The Guardian has given a review that it is an extraordinary experience and I think it will also prove the same to me. The next book is from a very important writer that I personally love. I have actually read her books earlier. I think in 2022 and 2023. She is one of important contemporary writers of our time. Maybe 50 years from now, her books will definitely be considered as classics. I'm pretty sure of that. And she is none other than Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, a Nigerian writer. And this book is Americana. Beautiful cover with the peacock. The two books that I read earlier were of non-fiction. I loved her clarity of thoughts and the power of expression that she put forth in both of those. And both those books were about feminism. It actually gave me a complete idea of what feminism was. It was like a textbook for the modern kids in today's schools. I would personally recommend that that book should particularly be kept in essential reading for all the kids. I don't know if the governments will take action, but I would prefer that way because it is very simple and easy to understand. Since they were non-fiction, I thought I wanted to know how she travels in fiction. And that is why as soon as I saw her name in the bookstore, I picked it up. Also, people on social media, again, they were like going gaga over this book, Americana. The title itself sounds a little different to me. I'll read you the blurb. Ifemelu and Obinze are young and in love when they depart military-ruled Nigeria. In America, Ephemeru suffers defeats and triumphs, finds and loses relationships, all the while feeling the weight of something she never thought of back home, race. Meanwhile, Obinze plunges into a dangerous, undocumented life in London. 15 years later, when they reunite in a newly democratic Nigeria and reignite their passion for each other and for their homeland, they face the hardest decision of their lives. Fearless, gripping, spanning 3 continents and numerous lives, the National Book Critics Circle award-winning Americana is a literary masterpiece and one of the defining books of the decade. See, when you read a blurb like this, it makes you want to read immediately. Just dive into it. Vogue has told a love story for our time, and the Times have told that a delicious, important novel. I think this would be, no, I don't want to compare it with any other books or other. Every book is a special one and a unique one, and we will have to read it for what it is, what the author has, the way that they want us to enjoy. So how many pages is this book? 480 pages. Nice. So it will definitely take me an entire month, I think. Slowly, I'll just absorb it, go to Nigeria via this book, and travel to America and then London. There are 3 cities. I'm sure the author will take me to all 3 cities and make me live in those 3 cities vicariously. So yeah, I'm excited to read this book. I'll also post a review for this book in my Goodreads account. I will share the link of my Goodreads account in the description box. Okay, if you want, you can go and follow me there. So yeah, the last and final book of today's video is a Tamil book, and it is Narikuravar Inavara by Karasu Batma Bharati. This Narikuravar community is a marginalized community. They are one of the oldest group of people residing for millennia in the subcontinent. They are a nomadic tribe. They don't stay in one place, they keep moving, but I am not sure because this book might say something different. It might break all the stereotypes that we usually have about this particular community. Such books are really rare in publishing field, and it is absolutely essential for us to know who they are, their ethnography, how they live. So what does this book generally deal about? It deals about what are their origins and how are their social structures are, and what are their economy, how do they marry, what are their rituals, what are their religion, how they resolve conflicts among themselves, about their healthcare, social changes, basically everything A to Z about that particular community I will be able to read in this. There's another cover book of a person doing makeup for one of the women of that particular community. I actually wanted to read a little bit blurb. I will read this in Tamil. I will give the translation in English. பத்ம பாரதியின் இந்நூல் இனவரைவியல் முறையினை மையப்படுத்தி நீண்டகால களப்பணி மூலம் விரிவாக தொகுக்கப்பட்ட தரவுகள் அடிப்படையில் விவரண முறையில் எழுதப்பட்டதாகும். So the author has extensively researched about this particular community and has written this book. பெண் ஆய்வாளர் ஒரு இந்திய ஆரிய மொழி சமூகத்தாருடன் ஒன்றிணைந்து அவர்களின் பண்பாட்டை மொழிபெயர்க்கும் மிக கடுமையான பணியை அரிதின் முயன்று செய்திருக்கிறார். This particular author, being a woman, Padma Bharati, she has joined hands with an Indo-Aryan community. They are not Dravidian community. Oh, okay. So they speak Aryan languages. So Indo-Aryan community. So it is definitely going to be difficult for a Dravidian author to join hands with this community to understand and write about them. And she has done this difficult job. Good. ஒவ்வொரு இயலிலும் கூறப்பட்டுள்ள விவரிப்பானது இனவரைவியலின் நுட்ப திட்பத்துடன் அமைந்ததாகும். Here இனவரைவியல் means ethnograph. So every chapter describes it very detailed about who they are and what they are. ஒரு சமூகத்தை பற்றிய நவீன இனவரைவியல் எப்படி அமைய வேண்டும் என்பதற்கு இது ஒரு முன்மாதிரி என்றும் கூறலாம். So this particular book is an role model or an example of how modern ethnograph about a particular community should be. Too much suspense is being built up. I actually wanted to learn how is it going to be. இத்தகைய இன வரைவியலை எழுதியுள்ள இன வரைவியலர் பத்மபாரதி தன் வினை திட்பத்தால் தொடர்ந்து இன வரைவியலுக்கு பங்காற்ற வேண்டும் என விரும்புகிறேன். Basically they are actually wishing her to do more of such works. Okay, let us see. Let me read this also and I'll add my review once I finish it. It will actually probably take some months for me to finish because I'm not a fast reader. Based on the story I read, if the pages turn quick, then I'll finish it in 2-3 days. If not, then it is going to take 2-3 years, not months, years. So that's all. 3 books. Let me show it to you. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I actually had to look up how to pronounce her name. Adichie. Americana, Han Kang's The Vegetarian, and Nari Kuravar Inavaraiviyal. 3 books. Let me read it. And if you want, you can also purchase them. I'll purchase them. If possible, I'll add the links below. Okay, this is the bill of that bookstore. Comment down below if you are also a reader and if you want to see more videos like this, and like, subscribe, share, do the usual regulars, and let's learn from each other, let's grow together, and let's guide each other. I forgot the tagline. Okay, I'll have to keep repeating it again and again. Bye.